What's up guys, it's Cody here from Yellow Jeep and welcome to a new section on the channel called Jeep Tech. This new section is going to be all things Jeep. Modifications you can do, different types of suspension, all the technical aspects of Jeeping that I know you guys know and love. The goal of today's video is going to be talking about full hydro versus hydro assist, the pros to each, the cons to each, and what's going to work best for you guys. So the first suspension that we're going to be talking about today is the full hydro suspension. Full hydro basically means that there are no steering components and that the steering wheel is not actually physically attached to anything turning the wheels on the axle. So with full hydro, you have a hydraulic ram that sits on the axle, and there's no physical connection from the steering wheel to like the steering knuckle itself. It uses an orbital valve to turn the wheels, and it's 100% fully hydraulic. You will still have small tie rods, and the real big pros for full hydraulic steering is it's great for rock crawling specifically. You're not going to have a bump steer issue. Designing your suspension is way easier. A lot of people running full hydro will run a triangulated 4-link in the front of their Jeep just like in the rear. It makes it easier to stretch, and you have crazy turning power. Cons to the full hydro steering is that it's not legal to drive on the road with that. It's a different type of driver feel, so you're not going to feel any road input with full hydro. On top of that, if you turn the wheel on full hydro, that wheel is going to stay turned until you physically turn it back. There's no bounce back like you would feel in a steering box or anything like that. Next up is going to be our hydraulically assisted steering. This is more of your traditional style steering in any vehicle. So you're going to have a steering box, you're going to have tie rods, a track bar, typically a 3-link suspension setup. The hydraulic ram will be mounted to the axle and to the tie rod or center link, depending on how you have it set up. And it basically has 2 ports that go up to the steering box, providing hydraulically assisted steering. So those hydraulic ports will go down to the actual ram, and it will help you basically increase steering power. These are great for increasing your steering power, but keeping your stock style Jeep suspension and geometry. Like I said, it's typically in a 3-link configuration. Does great on the road, and it's just an overall a great upgrade for someone running those larger tires or wanting that harder and better steering power. Cons to the hydro assist, bump steer is the biggest one. So bump steer is actually when your axle, when it's fully flexed out, the track bar will actually track the axle to one side or the other. That is bump steer. So that is a big concern with hydro assist steering. There's quite a few additional parts if you're making your own 3-link front suspension and hydro assist. And obviously that requires a lot more geometry and test fitting and all that stuff to build. Overall, if you guys are debating between full hydro or hydro assist steering, take the pros and take the cons of each into factor. So there are people that do drive full hydro Jeeps on the road, although it is not legal and not advised. And the reason for that is, like, if your belt pops off on full hydro, your steering is gone. Like, there is no steering. You know, whether you're going to drive this vehicle on the road is a huge one. So if you're planning to, you know, have a daily driver or something that you're frequently driving on the road or driving at distance, hydro assist is going to be the way to go. You can still get a stretch out of a Jeep with hydro assist. You're still getting plenty of steering power with hydro assist, but you still are keeping a lot of the factory components. If you are wanting to build a rock crawler specific Jeep, you're wanting crazy stretch, you're wanting to fit more components and stuff into the Jeep, then a full hydro steering system might be better for you. Most hydro assists will go up to like a 42-inch tire, so that's another consideration. A lot of you guys watching this channel are in that 40 to 42-inch tire range. Hydro assist works fine with that. It's on the higher end of hydro assist, but that's what it's designed for. Full hydro, those are your 49s, your 54s, all those crazy tire sizes. But ultimately, it's going to be your guys' choice. My Jeep TJ 1-ton build was originally built off of a 3-link platform with hydro assist. I have since decided I don't like that, and I'm just going to go with full hydro. My Jeep personally will still be driven on the road a little bit, not anything crazy, like we're talking in-town stuff. But that is the meat and potatoes of hydro assist versus full hydro. So that is the down and dirty on the differences between full hydro and hydro assist. If you guys enjoyed this first episode of the Jeep Tech Talk, give it a like, comment your thoughts on what you guys think are better or what you guys are running and has worked. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you guys on the next episode on the channel, whether that's the Jeep TJ 1-ton build, 4-wheeling, or Jeep Tech now. Thanks guys for watching. Catch you on the next one.